Welcome to the Blue Oasis Podcast. This is the podcast for finding peace and prosperity, learning the history of hobbies, as well as developing a little side hustle. If you want to find peace and prosperity in your life, this is your show. Get ready. You're listening to the Blue Oasis Podcast. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. All right, let's get to the show. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well once again. So, this is about collectibles, garage sales, and making money with those items you had in your closet. Now, most people can often find those valuable items, that extra piece of jewelry, the Beanie Babies in that crate, the baseball cards, the Pogs, if you remember those. These collectibles become valuable because they become rare eventually. I mean, the Beanie Babies especially become rare because they just stop production. And I don't know why they became so popular. I mean, it's just a freaking stuffed animal with, those beanie eyes, hence the term Beanie Baby. I don't know if it was just like the design or something else, but it just caught on. But Pokemon, I actually understood of why that actually became popular. And speaking of that, there are definitely these rare cards now that are being upsold on eBay and Amazon and where else. You can definitely you can definitely go to a store to get an appraisal value for some of this stuff. But I would just recommend stay online. And definitely just go Google search this as well. Now, if you're buying collectibles and want to flip them, kind of like flipping shoes, or like flipping Jordans, let's focus on that. Like, there's definitely those original Jordans that you can find. Definitely those older versions that someone may just give away, and you may find, no, this is actually worth hundreds of dollars. I'm going to buy this for $20 at a garage sale and then sell it for $400. So that's how we need to be thinking in terms of making money. Now, if you actually would like to own a piece of memorabilia, I'm not against it. Just make sure you have enough money to do so. Don't take out a loan to own a Ralph Kiner baseball card or a Mickey Mantle baseball card. It's not worth it. Now, I think there are definitely people that want to own the baseball cards, the Yankees stuff, just because they're like New York Yankee obsessed. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being obsessed with Pokemon. There are definitely people now that have that huge collection. And they can make money too from just keeping it. They can start a YouTube channel. They can definitely, show off the photos and sell it to a magazine, assuming they're still making magazines, but yeah, because definitely, I mean, people will still pay for photos, in addition to the new NFTs. Now, in terms of collecting, back to collecting. You all have that one thing. You all had that one thing growing up that you really loved to collect. For me, it was model trains more than anything. It was a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh when I got into my preteen years, but even still, like, I just kept coming back to model trains, and the reason was because they went well with, on the table of where I was playing with them. I sold them I sold everything for a little over $400, and made some money. And I had to, just to pay off the loans for my student loans. But the reason why I wanted to keep them and play with them was because I just wanted to enjoy, the feel of a model railroad. And it could just be simple as that. Just when you buy something, you want to enjoy the experience with them. I mean, money is nice and all, but definitely enjoy those experiences as well. Because I think, we don't get enough I think some people just don't get enough interaction. They don't get enough of that enjoyment, that entertainment, and be grateful for that with your toys, with those card games. Now, I mean, most of you listening to me are adults, but I'm just saying, enjoy these experiences that you get, because it's fun. You should like the things you buy, and you should buy it with a purpose, whether it's for enjoyment, food, water, entertainment, investment, all those things, because at the end of the day, it definitely structures you. It makes you a better human, in some ways, because, I mean, who wants to be just around, just doing the bare minimum? Who wants to just go through life through the motions? I don't think it's worth it, just to do that. I think it's important to bring people into your life with community, and that is definitely one thing that you can do with with a hobby as well. Build that community, and there's definitely those collectors communities online that you can definitely just Google, and like Model Train Club or the Pokemon Club or whatever, and there will definitely be people willing to buy from you. And if you're joining on Facebook, just make sure that you know the rules of when to sell and when not to, or if they allow it, because some groups do, some groups don't, and and you just need to be aware of that as well. Now, in terms of selling, don't be pushy, and also, don't expect too much. Now, I think over the weekend I'm going to be, I will be looking at this baseball card shop and get rid of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and my baseball cards. And if I get a good estimate on this, like if I get over $10,000, I may just take the money and run on that. And then the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I think those things are going to be worth something, because people just find these things valuable. I have the Blue Eyes White Dragon, not one of the first, and then there was like the Dark Magician, and it's like the real thing, and I traded with some buddy of mine way back in the day. So there was that as well. And I'm so grateful that I have these 2 cards in my collection that I can now sell. I think there's definitely going to be other cards as well that are going to make some money, and I'll definitely take whatever I can get with these, and just take a look at all of the collections as well. I think the 2002s, the 2002 baseball cards that I have, and then there were some older ones from like 2005, older ones. Yeah, that's funny. Those, I definitely think those cards are going to be, they're going to be worth something. And with the Barry Bonds and the Jim Thome card, sealed the way it was, I think that's going to be worth something. Even Bonds, just not any specific card is going to be worth something. And the 2002 All-Star card of Alex Rodriguez on the Rangers, that's got to be worth something. And the Kiner card, the Frank Thomas card, like all these have to be worth something. And just keep thinking positively on these things, because you have something that other people want, and it's not a product. It could just be a skill, and you could provide a service, let's say website design, and just make a difference too. You can make make someone's day too, or become a valuable employee as well. Now, I think this world is going to be better off if we have more entrepreneurs, more people being one-person businesses, or like small businesses of like maybe a dozen people or so, because that's just going to be, because you're not going to have this breakdown of corporate. You're not going to have the people just fighting with each other. So I got a little off topic there, and I just wanted to just remind you that you can do it as well. Collecting valuables, collecting those things you like. It's not hoarding if you're doing it intentionally, and you are organized with your stuff. So do not get messy with anything. Keep a binder of those baseball cards. Rubber band your decks of cards. If you're collecting cards with the Pogs, I say just put them in a plastic bag or some bag where you're going to get it. You're going to be able to hold them as well, because things can get lost in translation, especially the Pogs. With physical sets of toys, make sure you keep the box around, and but I mean, take it out, enjoy it, and as well, if you want to play with it, I mean, it's fine. It's not the end of the world if you played with it years ago. You can still probably find some value in it, because people are just willing to purchase these things, and it's fun too. And it definitely it helps you become more minimalistic as well, because maybe you don't need this to survive, and sometimes it's good to have a little extra money in your pocket, and I hope you can use that for investment and become wealthy as well, and own that house too. I want to enjoy life as well. Okay, I want to enjoy life, and I want to enjoy it with people as well. And collecting is fun and all, but just find that balance. All right. Just find that balance. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I got a little off topic here today. It's very early in the morning, and I just hope you enjoyed this. And remember that this is the path. This is, this this era is changing the world, and there are many ways to make money and create a life for yourself and create that independence for yourself. And I do believe that collecting can be one of those ways. My mentor has a friend who collects baseball cards and does a live stream of it, and then it's like, okay, I just bought this deck. This deck is going to Bill in Utah or something. Like he does that. Like he will buy them and then ship out the decks to his potential fans, his fans on YouTube or Twitch or wherever he's streaming. And it's like $100,000 a year business. It's over $100,000. Get creative with this, please. Don't just sell to sell. I mean, enjoy this, because people like looking at this stuff. They enjoy, the business side of this too. So get creative when you do collect, because, you can start a business and change the world. So that will do it for this episode of the Blue Oasis podcast. My name is Adam Rothstein. If you liked what you heard here, rate this podcast 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Follow me on Spotify, and you can listen to this on all other major audio podcast platforms. Thank you, and peace out.